Meanwhile, the federal government has urged residents in Anambra State not to panic and reassured Nigerians that there is no new case of the Ebola outbreak in the country. Addressing a joint news conference in Abuja, the Minister of Health, Professor Onyebuchichukwu, says 2 persons who had primary contact with the late Patrick Sawyer, who died of Ebola virus in Lagos, have been quarantined, while 69 others are under close surveillance. The Minister of Information, Mr. Labaran Marco, who also spoke at a news conference, says the federal government is doing all it can to ensure that no other case of Ebola is recorded in the country.
You will recall at my last briefing last week, Friday, that I had informed you that a victim, as at that time we said he was a Liberian, but now we also know that he actually enjoyed dual citizenship. He was both a U.S. citizen as well as a Liberian, and that he had died slightly less than 4 days after arrival in Nigeria, and he was confirmed before he died to be suffering from Ebola virus disease, EVD. We are working with all stakeholders to see how we track all those who we consider primary contacts, because contacts are in decrease. For the primary contacts, those who had, depending on the level of intimacy, but who had contact with the victim, those are primary contacts. We are tracking all of them with a view to deciding those who must be quarantined according to current protocol and those who will just remain under surveillance.
What we're doing at the moment is public awareness to ensure there is no spread, to ensure that there are no new infections arising from this imported case, into our country. And like the minister said, more than 4 weeks ago, we started the public awareness campaign, even before this unfortunate victim came into our country. If you listen to radio, to Nigerian television stations and radio, you will see, you will hear the jingles about Ebola virus disease and what citizens must do, the rules, for strict personal hygiene, environmental hygiene, and general care, so that you do not contract the disease.
Meanwhile, amidst unconfirmed reports of fever in one of those who had contact with the late Mr. Patrick Sawyer, most specimens are being sent to the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Idiaraba, to detect possible Ebola virus. The Chief Medical Director of LUTH, Professor Akin Oshibogun, said several blood specimens have been worked on, but no positive results as yet.
The specimens are coming to LUTH. Yes, because the patient was only one, so we've received more than one specimen. None so far. I think well over, I don't know the numbers at this point, but I think at one point we had over 20 specimens that had been tested from 20 different contacts, or people who are likely to have come in contact, But it's a continuous thing. That 20 may not be a figure to work with, because they will keep sending. The facility is available to test the samples.